The winter event for Overwatch 2 has just been ruined because of FOMO and greed, and just when you thought that Overwatch was finally beginning to do things right, they take one step forward and then they decide they're going to leap backwards, do a backflip, land straight on their neck, proceed to crack it, and then forget about what makes a good game. Honestly, it's incredibly disappointing that they found a way to hype up an actually pretty decent event and then find a way to just smack you across the face and remind you that we're the Overwatch team. We don't actually know what makes a good event. Therefore, suffer, because here's what's happening with the winter event. Let me show it to you on screen right now. What is the winter event? This new winter event was being promoted a while back too, but they were hyping it up as a new event. Honestly, it's just a new quote-unquote cash shop for you to spend these tickets on. Now, how does it work? How does it all kind of come about? So let me explain. This is basically a new battle pass. It's an event pass. Fortnite does this and some other games do it too. Now, their implementation, the other games on how they do it is pretty good, and I'll explain a little bit later why. Overwatch, however, has found a way to mess that up because, of course, why wouldn't they, right? Anyways, so in the free track of the battle pass, that's where you earn your tickets, and then you can use it to unlock one legendary skin. However, you cannot use that tickets to unlock two other legendary skins, which is basically the 𝐓𝐖𝐈𝐓𝐄𝐑 skin that was given for free during the Blizzard World launch back in Overwatch 1, and then the recolored Reinhardt skin, which looks incredible, by the way. I really like it. I want it. However, it is 160 per cost, and you can only earn up to 120 of the overall token. So you cannot even buy the Reinhardt skin, which is clearly the one that sticks out the most, right? Now, what can you actually buy with it? On the bottom left of your screen, you can see a new formal Cassidy and Baptiste skin, as well as a pajama, Christmas aesthetic 𝐒𝐈𝐈 skin, right? These are 1990. So you can pick between one of these only, because of course 90 plus 90 is 180. So from the free track, you only have enough to basically just get one of the bottom left skins. So unless you're a fan of Cassidy, Baptiste, or 𝐒𝐈𝐈, well, disappointment awaits. So how do you get more tokens to get more skins? If you unlock the premium track by paying $5 to get 500 credits, you can earn an extra of 160 tokens per week. Now, on the free track, you only get to earn 40 tickets a week. And then from the premium track, I believe this is up to 160 per week. Like, you get additional 160 tokens. In total, from the premium track, you will earn up to 480 tokens. Now, here is the catch. Even with 480 tokens, you will not be able to unlock all the cosmetics within this quote-unquote event battle pass, which is a horrible decision, right? A horrible decision on Blizzard's part, yet again, finding a way to gatekeep and FOMO things, again, for literally no reason. Now, let me explain how it works, right? You will earn 40 tickets per week, and you have 3 weeks to earn a total of 120. Or if you have premium, it goes up to 480, right? You can only get one of the 3 cheapest skins if you are only on the free track, which I'm sure most of us are going to be, right? So 3 of the cheapest skins are 270 in total, and the other 2 legendaries in total are 320. You will need, for all the skins alone, you need 550 tickets, right? But if you have the 𝐕_𝐈𝐈𝐄𝐑 skin all the way from Overwatch 1, then obviously you don't need to worry about that. However, let's assume that, there's a lot of new Overwatch 2 players. They're not going to have access to everything. So what is the problem with this, right? And that's just the skins. If you look on the right side of this image again, there's a Cassidy Highlight intro. There's there's that little weapon charm thing that nobody really cares about. There's name cards that they put behind this garbage ticket system, icons and sprays and things like that too. Now, I actually really like collecting the name cards if they're nice, or the icons or the sprays and things like that. But if I'm a person who wants to enhance my cosmetic experience within Overwatch, why would I ever choose the stuff on the right over the stuff on the left, right? Essentially, the best way to have done the system was basically, if you were on the free track, you could unlock up to 2 skins, 2 legendary skins, which would be good. Why? Because it's the festival and the season of giving, right? That's what we all know, the winter wonderland, the Christmas celebrations. It's the season to celebrate being given things. So it wouldn't be that bad. And then the promotion for the other thing, from a marketing perspective, could be that if you pay just $5, you can unlock everything else, right? Which on paper, it's not bad. These skins are pretty good. Granted that 𝐒𝐈𝐈 is a recolor and Kerrigan was a free skin. It's still okay for $5 to get a Reinhardt recolor that, in my opinion, is superior to the original. So, and then 2 new Cassidy and Baptiste skins, these are pretty good too, right? However, you know, Blizzard doesn't do that. They're just like, no, we're going to gatekeep some of this garbage and you're not allowed to have any fun with the system itself. To make matters worse, a person on Twitter, obviously a player of Overwatch, decided to confront Jared Noose about it. Now, on your screen, you are going to see a screenshot of where Jared Noose gives a response to this player, right, of how basically FOMO is a good thing. I shit you not, excuse me for the language, he literally tries to gaslight the player base that this is a good thing, that you not being able to choose a skin, you know, like, or get all the cosmetics is actually a pretty good thing, right? And this is what he has to say. Here's the screenshot right now. The player in question is Eric over here, or Twitter user Eric over here, says, I do think in the spirits of Christmas, the premium path should have allowed everybody to access all the rewards, right? Because there's more than enough FOMO in the game already. Jared Noose's response to this is the most tone-deaf response I have ever seen, especially from an executive of all people, where he has the audacity to say, it's $5 for 4 legendary skins. By the way, you cannot collect all of them, just a heads up. So this is gaslighting 101, right? And this is ignoring all the other cosmetics that you might want. Like, for example, I like highlight intros. I cannot get them if I get the skins, right? And he says, the $5 for 4 legendary skins feels squarely in the spirit of the holidays to me. How is it in the spirit of the holidays? If I go for a Christmas to my grandma's house and we're 4 kids, no, let's say we're 10 kids and there are only 4 presents. How is that fair? Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Right? It doesn't make sense. It's like you have all these presents or something like that. Okay, my analogy is horrible, but you guys understand where I'm coming from. It's like, well, if I'm going to pay $5 for this anyway, why don't you just give me all the other stuff for free? What's the point of gatekeeping name cards or sprays? What's the point of gatekeeping a freaking highlight intro? Right? Now, his response to this is, I hear you on wanting to be able to unlock everything. Oh my god. They're discovering for the first time that players would actually like to unlock something. As if the criticism towards moving this new garbage monetization system wasn't enough. He has just learned in real time on December 16th that players want to be able to unlock everything even after they pay for it. Right? Even the best part of this is he's trying to tell a person, like in the scenario that he's speaking, is even if you pay for our content, you shouldn't get everything. Look what he says after this. We wanted to give folks a choice in the rewards that they get from this event. Oh my god. We will be interested to see if the FOMO overshadows that benefit. Overwatch team, if you were ever watching this small YouTuber's video, that is me, Abby, hi. Let me tell you something. People like it when they can earn something, right? And people like it when they're able to earn everything that's presented to them. Now, if you want to, quote-unquote, gatekeep the free track and only allow choices over there, I fully understand that because it encourages the practice of the person spending an extra $5 to potentially get access to more. But when the consumer pays for your product, they're expecting in the video game industry, they're expecting to get everything that's listed there. When I pay extra for a premium battle pass in Fortnite or an event pass in Fortnite when the Star Wars one came out or the Dragon Ball one came out, I was able to get all the rewards from that event pass. I didn't get to pick and choose what I wanted. I got to take the whole thing because why would they keep it? Why would they lock it up behind this imaginary wall of, no, this is our, video game pixel store. You don't deserve this. Pick just a few. Pick just a few and keep it moving. But why? It makes no sense. Because even if I pay the full thing, I cannot get all the cosmetics. And I don't even have a choice. I cannot even buy it from the shop itself. So if that's going to be the case, for the sake of goodwill, within the season of giving back to players, within the season of just giving in general in Christmas spirit and all this type of stuff, don't you think it would have been smart to allow everybody to earn all the rewards if they paid an extra $5? Or are we going to be greedy and charge players $20 for event passes in the future? That's a call for concern, by the way. I won't be surprised if they do it. I'm sorry, but this is a horrible take from Jared Noose. And every time this guy pops up, he just has some form of bad news. I cannot. It's like, this guy, they need to hire a marketing expert. They need to hire a PR expert and clean up the messes that can be put out with situations like this. I like Jared. I get that he has to be the one that bears the bad news because somebody has to do it, and that's the worst part of his job. I fully understand that. However, making a response like this, where you think that, well, if I try to gaslight these people into believing that they shouldn't deserve all the rewards, is the worst thing you could have done. And these people are also gamers. In what world does a gamer not want more things? Especially if it's right there, part of the event, and you paid for it. Anyways, everybody, that's going to be it for this video. I got a little bit too passionate because honestly, this is just really ridiculous. It's one thing for the game's balance to go off the hill. It's another thing for the quality of the writing of the game to go off hill. But when it comes down to you spending money on it, the fact that they're trying to gatekeep you from extra rewards is unbelievably silly to me. And there's no justification for this. There really is no justification for this. It shouldn't be happening. If people pay extra for an event battle pass, they should be allowed to unlock everything. If you want to gatekeep, do it for the free stuff. That's fine. We understand that. That's how the world works. That's how monetization works. We get that part. Even if it sucks, we get it. But not when people pay. Respect your consumer and the consumer will respect you. Support the consumer and the consumer will support you. Overwatch has forgotten this. And they were the kings of this back in Overwatch 1. But it is what it is. I will see you guys in the next video.